Hello. Folks, I just keep forgetting to stream. Hmm. But I've set a couple of alarms on my normal days, and hopefully that'll fix it. Because if it doesn't, well, I don't know. Yeah. Today is Wednesday, so tradition would dictate Dead by Daylight, and that's what my schedule says that I should be doing right now. But I don't have the energy for that, so Minecraft. As soon as... Oh, okay. It just decided to work this time. That works. But yeah, as the title may imply, we're doing a new one. Because I don't like the old one. And I have to turn the music down one moment. I keep forgetting that when it's all the way up at 100, it's just way too much. Drop that down to 50%. But, yeah, the old on-stream one sucks, and I don't want to do anything with it, and the current stream one has run into some problems that I don't feel like dealing with on-stream, and also I've done a bunch of stuff in between the last stream and now, which would make it weird to sort of show up and go, hey, everything's different, so... New one. We're just doing a new one. And that new one will be called... I'm gonna turn on keep inventory and go into it. Okay, so we're Lord.
Oh hell yeah, redwoods.
Yeah. Do we want to crash the game real quick? Because we can crash the game real quick if you want to give me like 20 minutes. But yeah, we're gonna just do the thing, you know? Do yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna craft 2 axes, because I'm probably gonna need more than one. And I'm gonna chop down one of these big trees with the mod that we have that makes that happen all at once. And we're gonna see what that gets us.
And in this dense of a forest, like, it's probably gonna grab parts of other trees too.
Yeah. So we're gonna be here for a hot minute, because the amount of time that this takes is proportional to the amount of blocks the tree has in it. This one's got a lot of blocks in it. Also, we have installed a mod that adds some ambient sounds and whatnot, like these birds that you're currently hearing. So hopefully we should run into fewer moments where the game isn't. Whoa! There we go, folks. Fewer moments where the game just stops playing music and I'm not talking, so we're just sitting there in silence for a little while. Okay, so we now have enough wood to do pretty much whatever we want. So
And that mod, by the way, for anyone who cares, is called Dynamic Surroundings.
Dynamic Surroundings, yes. I should have plugged it. It is.
It's hard to remember everything we have. It's okay.
Yeah. It's a good mod. I will say one thing about it that I have experienced is waterfalls. They're very, very loud.
I guess it's like real life.
Yeah, it's true. So we're gonna go with our newfound red wood. We're gonna go somewhere where I won't have to spend 2 hours chopping down trees in order to get a big enough space for my house. Look at this, there's so many fucking animals here. You live for now. I'll come back here later. It's very easily identifiable. So if I stay relatively close to the redwood forest, then I just have an essentially infinite supply of wood. The fact that this is a gravel beach is annoying to me, because for Tinker's Construct stuff, I do require sand, and there's very little of it. There's some of it under the water. That's fine. Okay, I'll set up here-ish. I won't make the mistake of making a house that is very, very incredibly way too large. And it'll be good. And
I will say, if sand becomes a problem, and you're willing to dip into Project E, you can get yourself a Philosopher's Stone once you get Diamond and Gold.
And that turns dirt into sand. Project E is really complicated, and I don't wanna.
Not nearly as complicated as Mechanism.
That's true. Also, trash slot. Another good
Very
mod.
useful.
Yeah, so let's make ourselves a little shack up on the top of this hill. And it'll be a normal size, and it won't be a huge resource sink. And it'll be cool and good. 5. Here. 7. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Whoops. Not what I meant to do. Shit. I think this is correct. Okay, so do we like this? Do we like this?
Might I suggest a stone for the base? Baseboard.
Yes. You might, and I might agree. But I think... I'm not sure I like redwood on redwood. I think I want to go for oak. And that means dealing with all of these little tiny bushes in order to get oak without wandering very far away. It probably wouldn't be that far away. Yeah, I think... No, those are more bushes. I'm committed. We're doing this. What does a stripped oak log look like? No. Okay. Yeah, planks then. I don't think 32 is going to be enough, but let us go and look. Yeah, I like that color combo. I gotta say, I'm not a huge fan of the tool switching sounds.
I enjoy.
That's fair. I think you just do it too often. So it kind of starts to grind a little bit.
To you, maybe.
Yeah. Okay. So door here, door here. Stone sort of base. And I'll figure out how I want to do the roof when we get to the roof. Maybe I can do the roof in redwood planks. Stairs and slabs, you know? Okay, so this is pretty bad, sort of what's going on here. Given that daytime or nighttime is about to happen, and I have done nothing. So you're gonna drop 2 wool. They dropped 1 wool. You are gonna drop 2 wool. Fuck. Well, okay. So we're just gonna get ourselves a little sword here. Look. Oh, and I also don't have food. Mayhap I should have spent my time a little bit more economically. We're gonna have to go and look for a aminal. They did it.
Congratulations.
Oh, there's another sheep. I can now go and make myself a bed, and hopefully there won't be monsters at my house. There definitely will. And so we're just gonna suffer, you know? Incredible. It was a diversion tactic. I was so distracted by the spin that he managed to hit me. So, it was good, solid strategy by him. Okay. Okay. I don't know that that's where I'm gonna want my bed when the house is finished, but... whoops. Whoops. What do redwood doors look like? Yeah, sure. If we're gonna do like a redwood plank roof, it's probably gonna look okay. We'll put one here, and we'll put one here. I'm gonna have to break those later when I dig out the floor for floor reasons, but it's fine for now. Let's get ourselves tools. And get to mining. I'm just gonna dig right into the side of the hill that my house is built on. Play Minecraft. You know how you play Minecraft? Because that's what we're doing right now. How many is that? Potentially enough, even. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna build this. And we're gonna put it inside, and we're gonna cook the we're gonna cook those sheeps that we went and killed. Bird noises. Not quite. But yeah. We have a slightly updated version of Tinker's Construct with more content, and I now have a slightly better understanding of the content that is extant in the mod, so I will be doing that. I had a real embarrassment of a time trying to make some bronze tools because I simply failed to read and therefore did not manage to realize that the metal that I had made in the smelter that I was working with was not in fact bronze, but brass, and the brass could not be made into tools, and so, you know. Oh, I was.
Mistake anybody can make.
Yeah. You know, tin and zinc are very similar when you think about it.
Yeah, combine those, stink. Construct.
Yeah. So, I think that really clears me of any wrongdoing in the whole situation. Okay, so that's how much cobblestone I need. I need 37 of them. I currently have 11. Just for visual reference for myself. Instead of doing any math, I will simply lay the numbers out right in front of me so that I couldn't possibly forget them. Yeah. So, that's enough cobble for me to do the floor, but I'm gonna start building this mine down into an incline, so I'll finish these steps before I move along. Huh. Okay. Okay. So, still no clue what I want to do about my roof, and I'll figure that out when I get to it. Bed I'm gonna put over in this corner, because I might put another door here. just so I can say that I've used all of them, if nothing else. Well, we start doing this. Yeah. We need that and that. Positions subject to change. Dagger. I didn't notice that those were a thing that you could make. I want to make one of those. Added. Huh, I guess that's just a feature that daggers have. So if I put this in my offhand and sword in the main hand. Where's a cow? Okay. I am not just killing these sheep for the joy of it. I do need, well, need is a strong word, but 3 more wool will allow me to make a sleeping bag, which is a useful little thing from one of the mods that we have. Oh, right. I was like, why did that sheep drop beef? It didn't. Let's get that dagger out of my hands. If I put it in my main hand, I can use the auto clicker with it, which I think might actually be my most effective option in combat once I can make one of these out of a more hefty material. Anyway, that's a fun little experiment we've done. What's next? I guess just keep mining, right? But I want to do this first. For longevity, I can just repair this. And I think it mines about as fast as a cobblestone one, I think. I've made a mistake. Whoops. I've also made a mistake in continuing to do this without making torches. I have too many fucking logs. So how about we get some charcoal to make some logs, or some charcoal to make some torches with. You know, sometimes I try and say words, which is really interesting when you think about it. While we're here, let's turn these into... How do we want to do the roof on this place? One moment, I'm doing some research. Yeah, there we go. That's the image that I've seen before. How about... Let's just do a gable, for which I am going to need and if I'm doing it this side to this side, then it's just 7 slabs. So I guess I'll make 12. And stairs, I am going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry. 14 times. Oh, wait. I'm gonna need 14 slabs, actually. Because I need 2 of them at the top of the thing, and then 14 times 5, a large number of stairs is how many I'm going to need. Let's do this, and that's probably not enough, but we'll deal with it. So we want it to overhang this by 1. Then we're actually going to be taking these out. Right? And replacing them with stairs in... I should have done the stairs first. Whoops. Because we want these stairs to be in that direction. But if I can manage them like this, then that's fine. And I want these stairs in this direction. But yeah. And then fucking get back. Get back. There we go. And then it's just on top of these, another set like this. Yeah, definitely need way more. But then on top of these, or on the backs of these, another set like this, and then we alternate. We do enough that we can overhang a little bit. But yeah, we're gonna want doop. Now I wonder if I can go like that. Yeah. So I don't have to jump down off of my house each time I want to move along. But by the time we get here, we're gonna have slabs for the top, and then nope. Incorrect. Yeah. Okay. But so we do one more of these, and then our slabs, we go boop on the top half of these blocks. Top half, I said. That's fine. I'll go down and pick him up if I need him. And then another on this. I did need him. I had the exact correct amount. I can be saving myself little really minor bits of fall damage by aiming for my bed whenever I have to jump here, but okay. Yeah. So then it's that's not gonna work, is it? But yeah, it's not gonna work. So what do we do there? Well, we can temporarily drop this bottom slab, replace it with a piece of stone, and then put our first stair there. Put that back, and then fall off of our house, and then go to bed. So, yeah, just, nope. Hehehe, funny birds. can I place these from this side? Because this is going to get annoying if I can't. I don't think I can. Can I reach up there with... No. Okay. So, the little lump in my floor for this. Annoyance. It's all the way up there. Okay. Alright. I getcha. It's just... try and... I'm gonna need to... Oh, this is a very tall tree that has suddenly grown. One moment, folks. Well, that's fine. I'll use my fists. Okay. Apologies, folks. I'm just messaging somebody. Oh, and these... Okay. So... Nope. Suck. This is correct, right? Isn't it? Yes. This is why. I'm gonna take this side out. Get a bit more wood. Or a few more stairs. Fuck. Fuck. Ugh, I have to start, like, running outside for this part. Yeah, like this. Like this exact thing that is currently happening, please. Okay. Nope. Can I get that? Oh, come on. This one, you go for just one more of these, and on the outside as well. One over here. Hitcha. Here, here, here. Here, 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 here. Here. There we go. That's the stairs and slabs portion of my house finished. Now I just need to fill up all that, which should be easy enough considering I accidentally grew a very big, tall tree. So you should just be able to... oh, I put it all in there. That's incorrect. Not where it's supposed to be. And also, in order to properly roof myself, or properly outer wall myself, all of these have to go. So really, had I considered that in the first place, I would not have actually needed quite as many parts as I had to wind up using. It all would have been okay, but that's perfectly all right, you know? Yeah, because we need that, you know? You know? Can I just, like, gesture at things and say things like, and, you know, kinda, and then just have people get it? Good. I need to rehome some of these saplings before they completely cover my house in tree. Ugh. Shit. There we go. There we go. That doesn't look silly at all. Okay. It's a functional roof. So, really, that's what matters, you know? Yeah, okay, so it looks a little bit silly, and we probably should have... There's a listed example of how to build a gamble-style roof with a sort of lower angle, and I probably should have done that instead. But, you know, like, it's fine. It's totally okay. Yeah, this is okay, you know? And even if my house is a little bit silly, like, what, you know? Like, what does it matter? Will these auto-plant if I do the thing? Because we have no mod that makes saplings that fall out of trees automatically plant themselves, hence why so many trees were growing around my house. Okay. Just gotta plant these saplings somewhere that isn't right in front of my house. My awful, horrible house, which should be covered up by trees. Bit. Okay. There we go. It's done. There's a house. So let's get to mining, you know? Because we're gonna have to get materials. I'd like some iron. Does we have... yeah, okay. So I need... okay. I need a cobblestone pick in order to get iron, actually, so... unfortunately, I will be upgrading my tool. Oh, shit. You can use stone for as a level 1 thing now. I don't believe... I don't believe you were able to do that before. I don't think that you were able to do that before, is a series of words that I am struggling to say. Nope. And charcoal plus sticks equals torch. Trash a couple of things that I'm not going to use. Cook some stuff up. Nope. I promise I will actually organize my stuff at some point this time. So let's get stone things. Yeah, I don't recall stone, just plain stone, being an option in Tinker's Construct as far as tier 1 materials went. I thought like flint and bone were options, and then you would have to go and use the basic vanilla Minecraft tools to go and get the materials for a smelter so that you could do tier 2 stuff in order to get up to snuff with iron tools. If you didn't want to, what am I trying to say here? I thought like flint and bone were your stone level options in Tinker's Construct. We do have a more recent version, so maybe it's a recent addition. That is what I am driving at. Oops. Okay. Just gonna snag all of this. Oh. And then build back into place, because this should be here. Right? Yeah. Whoops. I looked away from the screen and did some stupid stuff. I'll be honest with y'all. I'll put this on record. I mean, nobody's watching it live right now, but for when somebody comes along to the VOD, I'll put this on record. Today kind of snuck up on me. Like, I woke up and it was like, it's Wednesday. That means I'm gonna have to stream later. And it's like, okay, so I'll stream. And then we got some stuff at the grocery store to make soup a couple days ago, and we were like, well, we should probably do that before it goes bad. And so it was like, okay, so that's the two things for the day, is soup and stream, right? And so I completely forgot that D&D is also a thing that happens on Wednesdays. And then in all of the haste of that, and also of preparing the soup, which turned out wonderfully, by the way. Wonderful little potato soup recipe that we found somewhere. Is that... but yeah, we made some potato soup, and in the haste of making the potato soup and of thinking about whether I had enough energy to stream Dead by Daylight and deciding no, so let's play some Minecraft instead. I just didn't remember to prepare for D&D or to get ready for the stream. So that's sort of the place that we're in right now. With Minecraft instead of Dead by Daylight, because I want to relax, you know? I just want to chill the fuck out for a couple of minutes. You know, play my funny block game. Yeah. Yeah. What's the ability for stone? I forget what it is. What is? I can check the book. It doesn't matter too much, but mines faster as it wears out, but deals less damage. Yeah, so the lower the durability on this thing gets, the faster I'm going with it, but you don't want to have that on a sword, because the lower the durability gets there, the less damage it's going to do, and, you know? So what is this, bauxite? I forget what this is. Oh wait, right, smelts into aluminum, which is useful for things. Goodness fucking gracious, excuse me. If that came over the microphone, I sincerely apologize. Yeah, I'm gonna camp out in my mine. The sleeping bags, their function is to let you sleep to advance time without resetting your spawn point. So if I were to die down here, I would wake up next to my bed in my house. But yeah. Sometimes I use them for that purpose, like if I'm out on some very long trek looking for a specific material. But most of the time I just use it so that it's not nighttime when I exit my mine. I haven't lit my house, so I think I was close enough to it that monsters wouldn't spawn, but I should go ahead and just take the preventative measures. Yeah, this house is ass. This house is straight ass. Oh well. Smelt some of this. And go ahead and repair my pickaxe again while we're here. Get 2 more repair kits and head back down. Good. One moment. There we go. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, given the sort of stresses of the day, might be a little bit on the quiet side this stream. I certainly already have been, so I hope that's not too much of a bother. keeping an eye, by the way, on up in the top right corner of your screen, next to the little mini map, there is a light meter. Right now it says 2. I'm keeping an eye on that because if I space my torches out in a tunnel like this, to where each one is however many blocks apart this is, right? It will make it to where the light level in these tunnels is always above 6, which means no monsters spawning. And you can tell how many spaces that is because on the row where you need to place a torch standing in the exact middle of the tunnel, the light level will be 1. So that's just, I am not talking for a multitude of reasons, but one of them is that I'm paying attention to that. I believe it's the next one? No, it's this one. So we get our evenly spaced torches and high enough light level by just doing that. It is systematized. We have this whole thing planned out. Yeah, but I think in this one I want to play around a bit with create. See if I can't make some funky contraptions that get me a better return on my investments vis-a-vis mining. We're gonna want an ore washing station for this. The basic shape of that will be, at first, a millstone, right? And then later, once I have the ability to actually drive them without completely destroying my whole creation, a set of grindstones, big grinding wheels. You dump the raw ore into that, it gets turned into crushed ore, and you put that in front of a fan that's blowing through some water, and that turns everything into nuggets, and you get like 10 or 11 per crushed ore as opposed to the 9 that you would get if you had melted that ore down into an ingot and then turned it into nuggets. The trouble is that nuggets aren't very useful for most things, so we will the compacting those nuggets back into ingots with a mechanical press in a basin. And then with all of that, I might actually have enough resources to automate the mining process itself with mining drills and some sort of machine that can push the mining drills. I suppose we'll see. But all of this raises a question, and that question is, how do I want to power all of this? Right? There are several ways of generating power with Create. You can build windmills. I have a big windmill that I built in my off-stream survival world. It kind of looks dumb, but it gets the job done. It's a big one, so it spins pretty fast. You can use water wheels. Infinitely easier to set up, but they cap out at a pretty low speed, and they also have a kind of dinky stress tolerance. You can use encased fans as a power source, I think, if you put them above something hot, right? Is that true? Is that correct? Yeah. Fans facing down onto a source of heat can provide rotational force. It's not a lot, but it'll do things. And then there's also furnace engines. Very complicated to make, and they come with the sort of inherent wrinkle that in order for them to work, you need the furnace that they're attached to has to be running, right? So I could have my whole machine powered by a furnace engine and have the furnace in question be fueled by all of the things that we are mining. Like, it needs to have fuel in it, and it needs to be smelting something, so I can feed just the coal and the ore that we get into it. This is what I might do down the line, but if you look at it, it's quite resource intensive. It needs to be made with mechanical crafters. Mechanical crafters you can't do until you've gone to the nether, because you need rose quartz, which is made with nether quartz. And it also involves a ton of brass. Brass isn't that hard to make. A lot of copper, a lot of zinc, but you can manage. But a furnace engine is also 2 parts. You also need a flywheel, which is also made in an array of mechanical crafters that has to be shaped like this. And in order to get all of these mechanical crafters after going to the nether, you already need a pretty decent source of production. So, tricky stuff. Something that I will ponder over time. As of right now, I'm going to take a short little itty-bitty tiny break. I'm going to press play on this music that I have queued up. If Minecraft music starts playing underneath this and it really sucks to listen to, then I sincerely apologize. But this will have to tide you over until I get back. back. There we go. I started talking, but the microphone wasn't actually pointed at me. Anyway. Let's, continue mining? Question mark? Let's build a couple more repair kits with all of this cobblestone that we've got. Fucking hell, I don't know what that noise was. I'll keep using my stone pick until I'm out of repair kits for it. And then I'll probably trash it and make a vanilla iron pick. And then go with that until... until something, you know? Until I can Tinker's construct myself a Tinker's construct iron pick, and then I'll roll with that until I can get something. Actually, that's not true. I'll probably make a copper pick as the mining level of iron, so I can like mine diamonds and whatnot with it. But it has a funny little effect that makes you mine faster the farther underground you go, which is a very good effect for expediting mining trips. Expediting is the word. I don't think expediating is a thing. Yeah, one more. And then we place our next torch. And we can pick up some of this osmium ore for all of the things that you can do with osmium. There are a couple of mods we've got installed here that aren't mine. Those are Sam's mods, and Sam might understand how to use them. I certainly don't. That includes Project E, aka Equivalent Exchange, which lets you essentially turn blocks into energy and then use that energy to make different blocks. So you can, like, you see some of the stuff that I'm pointing at here has an EMC value. All of this stone is one. If you look up at the what am I looking at interface in the top middle, this stone is EMC of 1. This torch also EMC of 1. This diorite is EMC of 16. Basically, you can feed all of this into a little alchemical thing that turns it into a thing. It turns it into energy, and then anything that you fed into that thing, you know how to make, and you can convert the energy back if you have enough of it, right? So like if I had 16 torches, I could chuck them into the thing to get 16 EMC, and then convert all of that into a single block of andesite or diorite or whatever. It's a neat mod. I have zero clue how to make it work. And frankly, I don't want to. Sam describes it like sort of limited creative mode, which is the way that she prefers to play the game. And I can appreciate that. But I think I prefer working within the bounds of standard survival. So no alchemy for me. then there's also Mechanism, which has sort of... It's another, like, tech and machinery mod. I think it's vaguely similar to Buildcraft. A mod that I wish were up to date for the current version of Minecraft. It might be. I didn't look very hard. But I don't think it is. But yeah, long story short, I really don't understand how those more complicated mods work. I just wanna make funny machines with the spinny gears, you know? And so that's what I'll do. I will make funny machines with the spinny gears. Might have to head back up. I was gonna say I'll do that. I don't know what that noise was. But I was gonna say I'll do that once I've reached the next sort of torch checkpoint. But then I reached the next torch checkpoint, so we're just doing it. No, the good thing about this little spawn point here is that when I do get around to making my funny machines in Create, I have a ton of kelp just right there, so I don't have to worry about belts. The conveyor belts are made from, frankly, an obscene amount of kelp. It really sucks, actually, but, you know. Yeah, so let's throw some of this back in there. Keep a hold of all of my ore. The dagger is funny, but I'll make another one later. Craft an iron pick right now, so that should the time come that I happen upon some, you know, diamonds or something important, I can just mine it straight away instead of having to run all the way back. Obscenely long tunnel here. I don't remember what Y coordinates certain things start spawning at. Because I know that there's like a specific Y coordinate where you're supposed to start looking for diamonds or whatever. and a specific one that makes certain other things more common. But I don't remember what those numbers are, so... Oh, uranium. Don't mind if I do. I'm never going to use this. I swear I was gonna say something, but it must not have been important. Lead I might actually wind up using for things, so I'll take it. But, one more until our next torch. Ugh. I like this part of Minecraft. The very sort of systematizable and relaxing, sort of meditative mining of the two component parts of Minecraft. I find the mining to be the stronger one. Oops. It was gonna bug me if I didn't fix it. So fluorite. Neat. It's a weird shaped vein of ore. And it's fucking huge. as well. Goodness. I'm just going to make sure this place is well lit enough that nothing will spawn down here, and then I'm just going to wall it off. Beep, beep, boop, boop, bop. Nope, that's not correct. Well, it's good to know. Oh, Pog. Not Pog. Yeah, I need an iron pick for this. Swap back out. Nice. Cool. Good. Nice. Nice. Cool. Nice. Good. Nice. Sorry, I just realized I wasn't, like, talking at all. I am starting to get a little bit tired. We're nearing up on 2 hours. I'll probably call the stream then. Spooky Minecraft cave noises. Now you might note on the mini-map that I am digging towards a rather large lava-filled structure. The mini-map's, like, what the mini-map chooses to show is sort of arranged in several blocks of several blocks worth of height at a time. So we might run into it. We might legitimately just not. So we'll see. Yes. I guess here's an opportunity for me to say something for all the people who may or may not tune into this VOD. I have listed in my sort of thing a Twitter sort of linked in my about section labeled as being for updates about the stream. I've used that like once total because I cannot stand Twitter. Just as a website, it is not designed in a way that I like. As a service, the people on it suck. And as a concept, no, Twitter is fine as a concept. But yeah, like I've never really used it. I've used it once to say like, hey, I've got a tummy ache, I'm not going to stream today or something to that effect. So, you know, not actually that good a place to find updates about the stream. But what might be is my Tumblr, which exists. If you are a Tumblr user yourself, I am Gwendy Rose on Tumblr, and I post about a lot of stuff there. But sometimes it's about whether or not there will be a stream. And if anybody follows my Tumblr, I will make sure that I do post whenever there's an update about a stream. I will post it there. Yeah. Didn't I have something else to say? Right, the reason that I made a Twitter, even though I was pretty decently well aware that I was never going to use it, is because when you make a Twitch account and you start streaming, Twitch suggests things to you to sort of get you started, which I appreciate, and some of it's been decently useful. But one of the things is like you should have other social media that people can follow you on for reasons of interacting with people when you're not streaming, and letting people know updates about the stream and stuff like that. And one of the sort of milestones that I was told I needed to hit by this sort of suggestion process was to make a Twitter or something similar and link it in my about section. And so I did that mostly just to get the notification to go away. Where are we at right now? Y11. That's probably fine. That's probably more than plenty. Yeah, so I'll start widening this out into like a big thing, you know? But yeah, so Gwendy Rose on Tumblr will probably be a more reliable place for me to find updates about the stream and such than the Twitter that is currently linked there, which I will honestly probably... Now, why is it doing that? It doesn't normally do that. The Twitter, which I will honestly probably just remove the link to since I never use it. Fuck. No, I had something else. Oh, right. I was going to talk about those sort of things. Sorry. That, those sorts of things that Twitch suggests that you might want to do in order to, like, grow your follower base and all that. a lot of them are like, okay, I'll say this, but I knew fully well going into all of this that if I was gonna like, if I want this to be a job or something similar to it, I've got to like treat it like a job, you know? Um, so, so I wasn't like surprised, but I was unsurprisedly disappointed, I guess, that a lot of the. What in the fucking shit are you? I think Mechanism adds baby versions of a few mobs, including creepers, I guess. um, but yeah, what was I gonna? Fucking. I'm sure that if I sit here and stutter enough, I will be able to form a coherent thought. I was unsurprisedly disappointed that a lot of the things are written in a very, like, sort of clinical and businessy way. And I mean that not in, like, it's super dry. I mean that in, like, it's fakely enthusiastic. Like, it'll say something about, be sure to engage with your followers and build a sort of sense of community so that they can, really feel like they're a part of something when they come in and tune into one of your streams so that you can start generating ad revenue. Like you run into sort of paragraphs like that. Which sucks to read. It doesn't make me feel good about doing this. But I don't mind it that much. It's not that big a deal. Because I like doing this. And I'm not really at a point where I can make money off of it yet, but I might get to one eventually. And, that's wicked. If I can do something that I enjoy and not do it for free, that would be cool. But I'm not, like, completely fucking banking on it, right? Anyway, I think I'm gonna end the stream here. I've had a lovely time, but I'm far too tired to continue. And I just kind of want to relax and stare at my phone for a couple of hours and then go to bed. That's sort of what I'm feeling. So, I guess I'll leave y'all here. Yeah, consider following if you enjoy what you're watching here. If you're watching this as a VOD on the YouTube channel, my Twitch is linked in the description. If you're watching this as a VOD on my Twitch channel, the follow button is right there. Word of mouth is the best form of advertisement. If you know of anybody who might enjoy what we do here, please do let them know. Updates regarding the stream will be posted to Tumblr if I get any followers after people have seen this VOD. So if you want to ensure that my Tumblr followers see things about this stream and thereby maybe decide to check it out, you can go and follow my Tumblr. You see, it's a scheme on many levels. As long as somebody follows on Tumblr, I'm winning. But joking aside, thank you for watching. If you are watching, if you are out there. I appreciate you.